Imagine this. You're on the vacation of a lifetime. Crystal clear pools, gourmet dining, endless ocean views. Then, one night, the ship vanishes. No distress call, no wreckage, just gone. Hundreds of families left searching empty seas. This isn't fiction. This is one of the most chilling cruise ship disappearance cases ever recorded. Today, we dive into the mysterious case of the Aurora Dream, a luxury liner that disappeared without a trace, only to reappear 3 years later, frozen in ice, with every soul still aboard. It was the 15th of June, 2022. The Aurora Dream, a state-of-the-art luxury cruise ship, set sail from Miami for a 7-day Caribbean itinerary. On board were 320 passengers and 180 crew members, families celebrating anniversaries, retirees living their dream vacations, and young couples on honeymoons. Among them was a newlywed couple who posted excitedly on social media, "Best decision ever, disappearing into paradise." Ironically, that's exactly what happened. The ship made routine contact on day 2 of the voyage. Everything seemed normal. Then, silence. No mayday call, no lifeboats deployed, no wreckage. Search and rescue teams covered thousands of square miles of ocean. Aircraft scanned the waters. Ships combed the area day and night. Nothing. The cruise line issued statements about unforeseen circumstances, but whispers quickly spread online. Was this another mysterious overnight cruise ship disappearance? Were there passengers who vanished in the night? Had something happened inside the ship that no one saw coming? Stories began circulating about other strange cases, people who disappeared overnight from cruise ships, passengers who vanished from their cabins, even couples who boarded ships together and were never seen again. But what investigators later discovered about the Aurora Dream made the mystery even darker. Recovered data and partial witness reports revealed a disturbing detail. The captain's log showed an unexplained course deviation late on the 3rd night of the voyage. Instead of continuing toward the Caribbean, the ship had begun steering north, far north, toward colder waters. No one knew why. Security footage retrieved later, badly corrupted, captured what appeared to be a tense argument on the bridge between the captain and an unidentified crew member. Moments after the confrontation, the ship's navigation system was manually overridden. Passengers later reported strange experiences that night. Around 2 a.m., some said the ship shuddered violently. Others claimed they heard metallic scraping sounds against the hull, like steel grinding against ice. That alone made no sense. The ship was supposed to be sailing through warm Caribbean waters. Then came the blackout. Lights flickered throughout the vessel. Phones lost signal. Communication systems failed. Passengers described confusion spreading through the ship as corridors dimmed and crew members rushed through the hallways. By morning, the Aurora Dream was gone. Families flooded cruise hotlines with desperate calls. One mother later shared the final text message she received from her daughter on board. "Something feels wrong. We're changing course." For 3 long years, the Aurora Dream became a ghost story whispered across maritime circles, one of the most baffling unsolved disappearance cases at sea. Families of the passengers refused to give up hope. Support groups formed. Private investigators searched through records and satellite data. Then, in March 2025, everything changed. A routine Coast Guard patrol flying over the North Atlantic spotted something unusual far below in the frozen waters. At first, it looked like another iceberg formation, but as the aircraft circled closer, the shape became clear. It was a ship. A massive cruise liner trapped between towering walls of ice. The name on the hull confirmed it: Aurora Dream. The ship was almost perfectly preserved, encased in thick layers of ice, like a frozen time capsule drifting through the Arctic. Rescue teams boarded cautiously, What they discovered inside chilled them to the bone. Every passenger and crew member was still on board, frozen exactly where they had been. Some were found inside their cabins. Others sat in the dining hall, meals still placed in front of them. A few stood on deck, facing the endless frozen horizon. The eerie silence inside the ship made it feel less like a wreck and more like a moment in time that had suddenly stopped. There were no signs of violence, no evidence of panic, just stillness. Until investigators examined the ship's black box data, the records showed clear evidence of deliberate tampering. The navigation system had been manually redirected by someone with high-level access to the ship's controls. Even more disturbing was a financial discovery. A large payment from an offshore account had been transferred to a crew member just days before the voyage began. Investigators now believe the ship was intentionally diverted into dangerous Arctic waters. A calculated act, a plan that led hundreds of people straight into one of the most hostile environments on Earth. The crew member linked to the payment vanished shortly after the ship disappeared. Authorities never located him. The trail of money led through several shell accounts and eventually disappeared. Even today, the case remains officially unresolved. Why would anyone steer a Caribbean cruise ship into the frozen north? Who paid to make hundreds of people vanish at sea? And how many other mysteries like this remain hidden somewhere in the world's oceans? The Aurora Dream still sits, trapped in ice, a haunting monument to a tragedy no one fully understands. A luxury cruise liner that simply disappeared and 3 years later was found again, frozen, silent, with every soul still aboard. If this story gave you chills, let me know in the comments. And if you've ever experienced anything strange while traveling on a cruise ship, share it below. Subscribe for more deep dives into the world's strangest maritime mysteries and crimes at sea. And remember, the next time you board a ship, you might want to check the course, because you never truly know where the ocean might take you.